I was commissioned to paint this pet portrait, so I started by toning my canvas, and I just tinted my gesso with a bit of black and burnt sienna, which gave me a really good base to work with. So now that the gesso dried, I added grid marks with pencil, and I did the same thing to the reference photos so that it can be identical and I know where everything needs to go. This is what it looks like all sketched out, and I try not to get too detailed here because something happens when I'm painting that it actually looks less accurate if I went too detailed with the drawing. I'm using the Zorn palette for this, which includes titanium white, cadmium red, ivory black, and yellow ochre. With these colors, the black actually acts as the blue, so in that sense I have all the primary colors. I'm never really sure what color to paint the background, so I just kind of pick a color, and then by the second coat I know more or less where I want to go with it. The main thing is I want the subject to stand out, so since the subject is a light color, I'm picking a dark color for the background. I started by painting in the darkest areas of the image and then worked my way up to the midtones. I usually leave the highlights to the very end. So it's the next day, and I finished painting all the fur. I took a while to make sure there were different colors in the fur to give it more variety and depth. And I tried to add shadows next to the legs here to make it look like it really was sitting over a chair, a wooden chair or something like that. I wanted something kind of neutral color to make the dog stand out. And I think it looks really fluffy, so I'm happy with it. And I just need to paint the necklace now, and the eye. I just love how the eye turned out. It looks so cute. In the original photo, he's being held and we wanted to take the person out. We just wanted him in it. So I decided to try and create some sort of wooden chair, and I totally just invented this. I had no idea where I was going with it, and I think it turned out pretty good. It looks like it's actually on it. It doesn't look photoshopped, which is what I was worried about. I'm trying to add this color from a different photo and try to make it look like the lighting is right and it's actually in this environment. Now this was the most fun for me. This was by far the most enjoyable part of the painting. I finally got to add some color, which I think really brought the whole thing together. I think the original collar was made out of some sort of felt, and by the end of the painting, I think I made it look somewhat like silk, which I really like. I think it was due to the amount of contrast I added. After painting the collar, I had to go back in a little bit on the fur and blend it out a little bit to make it look a little bit more fuzzy and less chopped. Well, here's the finished painting, and I think it turned out better than I expected, actually. I hope you guys enjoyed watching as well, and until next time.